Hello again, friends. I'm back for more Cat Lady, or the Cat Lady. Basically, we're just a crazy cat lady. So, anyway, this was exactly where we left off. Alright. Examine. Crucified, all alone, in one place. That's changed it all. I really don't want to be here. I wouldn't either. Crowbar. Examine. It's stuck at the cross. I suppose I could easily pull it out. That's what she said. Pull out. Oh, we're gonna Gordon Freeman this bitch. Alright, I got a crowbar now. Sorry. I was distracted for a second. Thought I saw something I didn't see. Talk to Death? I had a question mark after Death, so we're still not sure.
It's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
Fine, I'll do what you want. I take orders from nobody. I'll do it my way. Can you tell me again about the parasites? Alright. Just to get things moving along.
Excellent. I'm glad you have put your trust in me.
I haven't really got anyone else.
You shall not regret this, my dear. Lights up.
We're back in the house?
We're back in the house?
Yes, but there is something else that must be done. You cannot leave my kingdom before a sacrifice is made.
Oh boy.
What? Isn't it enough already?
Do not worry, my child. This is a mere formality I'm speaking of. The door to your world won't open unless you make a sacrifice of soul.
Oh yeah, sure. Take my soul.
A sacrifice of blood.
And my blood.
It doesn't sound good at all.
Oh, it doesn't.
See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it. Like I said, it's just a formality. Then on your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood.
Okay.
Not much, just a bit. Enough to open the door.
This is
How
kind of
much?
weird.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Tell me about the sacrifice of soul.
Like I said, it's just a formality. See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it.
But which one?
You can choose. It doesn't matter as long as you do it.
Okay.
Tell me about the sacrifice of blood.
Like I said, it's just a formality. On your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood.
But what does
Not
that mean?
much.
A few?
Just a bit. Enough to open the door.
Okay,
How much?
I'll figure it out, I
Exactly.
guess.
Don't be afraid. It's
Alright, she's saying the same
easy.
thing, so.
Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Alright, fine, I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
Fine. I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
I do. When you leave my house, head to the field. That's where you should be. Goodbye, my child. I'm not going to be far. I've never been.
Creepy. Ooh, which candle should I blow out? How about the one right next to her?
Strange. The flame seems strong and steady, but there is no smoke.
That's kind of weird.
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
See how easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
What the fuck am I doing?
I think that's enough
Oh.
for now.
I was just curious if I could blow out more than one. I wanted to straighten that painting.
What the? How did I get back here?
Good question. Okay. That would have been cool if there was something in the pockets suddenly. Okay, well, anyway, this is weird. I'm not actually too sure what to say about this game. Other than, I mean, it's cool, but it's really weird and confusing. Hey, I think it's actually letting me go back to, the place where I first started. Yep, cool. So no more weird Lost Woods shit. And I'm going to assume that this is where we do the sacrifice of blood. Yeah, because I got the crowbar now. That heartbeat is freaking me out. Oh yeah, let's just reach our hand inside the hole. What the fuck? My arm fell off. What the fuck am I playing? What the fuck is this? That is not what I expected at all. Okay, the machine's going. Do I leave? I guess so. Oh god. This is a really fucking badass kind of intro, actually. Kick ass. Oh, what was that? Did I just get shot? That's really bright. Kick-ass music, though. It's a cat lady. Man, I didn't even get to the intro in the first episode. That was a long-ass intro. Okay. So now the game begins. Chapter 2. And you are called Second First Breath.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, I'm just really
No.
confused.
It's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes,
Oh,
I know
cool.
very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well,
Better than
I wouldn't
checking to see
use
if you
that
have nuts.
expression, obviously.
'Cause that's just
But
a violation
yes,
of
we have to make sure
personal
you're safe and figure
business.
out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience
That's
extreme
what the subtitle
tiredness
said.
and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
What?
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
This game is really confusing me. Holy shit, balls.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Liz.
I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I?
No,
I'm tired.
absolutely not.
They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think.
124
And
over
that I hope
70.
You've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
I am very confused at the moment. What the fuck? Whoa!
Bad dream?
Oh god, what the hell? Freaking me out, game. No, just a dream like any other.
No, just a dream like any other.
Like,
Oh.
that's normal.
That's fine then. I nearly woke you up, you see. Saw you tossing and turning as I came in here. You looked like you were having a horrible nightmare. I get nightmares sometimes. I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling,
I hate
but
the falling
never
dreams.
fall.
Because when you shake out of a dream that you're falling, you feel like you
Never.
hit the ground and like bounced. It's weird. You know what I'm saying. You know. You've had them. What was your name again? Your name was Liz. What happened to me?
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
All of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. I woke up here and saw you. Let's go with the truth.
all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. But it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there, I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Just as confused
Yes.
as I am. Sounds.
Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
How long have I been here? Or when will they let me go home?
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X.
Dr. X.
He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
How long have I been here? Tell me more about this Dr. X. Did you see this daughter of mine? Tell me something more about yourself. I'm tired. Let me see now. I want to know about
Did you
this
see
daughter of
this
mine.
Daughter of mine.
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you. But then she remembered something and had to go. I think
You remembered
someone
that she wasn't
mentioned
my
she went
daughter?
in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
Both are good points.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe.
Maybe. The way she said maybe kind of makes me think. Tell me more about this Dr. X.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls
Professor
him Dr.
Xavier.
X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay?
I'll try.
He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
He
I failed.
smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
she said.
Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
I have a theory. Now, I'm not going to look it up to see if what my theory is. I'm going to play through the whole game completely blind. But the game could be called Cat Lady, because remember her cat in the beginning was called Teacup. Now, what if her daughter was actually the cat who turned into a lady? And maybe that's why it's called the Cat Lady. I could be wrong. And it's not that far-fetched. I mean, what did we just go through? It's some weird-ass shit. So, I mean, it doesn't sound that weird after you see the beginning of the game. So, it's just an interesting theory. I'm probably wrong. Okay, I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
Oh.
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood.
Is this
I
Dr.
want you
X?
to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
That is Dr. X. Alright.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Yeah, I had a great dad.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
I had a wonderful mum.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer,
That kind of
it was
sucks.
too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Okay,
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode, guys. Went a little over my regular time, so I hope you enjoyed what I just played, and hope you're enjoying it so far. I think it's really awesome. It's got a really interesting kind of like a dialogue thing. The intro was really cool. As far as like intros, really drawn out intros. I mean, like the part where she was running around with her arm off, and very interesting. And it's making me wonder what's gonna happen next, like what kind of things we're gonna see. So stick around. I'll be making episode 3 soon, and subscribe, like, and comments. I read all the comments. Every like helps, and might as well subscribe because I'll be bringing out more great stuff, and I'll continue this game until it's beat. And thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Scruffytuba. Bye.